And good evening, Rando fans, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Random Percent 2020 tournament. We have our matchup tonight between Ellendar and BogieSmalls. I am Darkfalls. With me today is CyberChow X. CCX, how are you?
I'm good.
So, we have a game one of the winner's bracket. This is in the second round, so both of them have a victory so far in this tournament. So, we will be underway momentarily. CCX, how do you handle these flag sets? How have you liked it?
Well, since everything has a 50% chance of being unshuffled, I'd usually probably want to start by checking to see if Wood Sword is at its vanilla location if I don't start with the sword, which these runners do. We have a white sword, a power bracelet, and 7 of the 8 Triforces. That looks like that's just Triforce 7 or Second Quest 8.
Correct.
That's missing.
So with our white sword, we do not need the wooden sword here, but we could be looking for an easy candle, and it is just a wood sword, so our extra candles are not on, therefore we have to buy one.
Yeah, but that is definitely a fast start, and with that type of start, I'd be looking for the missing dungeon and to see if I can get a quick win if Ganon's not required.
We gotta hope that dungeon numbers are on and that it's not shapes, because that could be kind of messy. Then dungeon numbers are not on, and we don't know what that dungeon is yet. The randomized entrance spot is on, though.
Yeah. Oh, and the any roads are shuffled. And
no keys, so we can't do much there. We have to. We only could have communicated it, but he decided not to.
Actually, or pirouetted, but yeah, I think Bogie didn't realize that you could pirouette that by coming back in from the north.
Looks like Ellendar wants to check out this armor spot, get that quick armor item if possible. Just a staircase. It is a dungeon though, yeah, but we don't know which one it is.
Yeah, starting up at the top of the dungeon though, so that could be a pretty big dungeon. If it's... Oh, actually, this could be... Unless it's a shapes dungeon, if pallets are normal, this could be 2Q7.
Yeah, it's possible. We do have a desert pallet there, so that could be possible. We have an immediate raft on the floor.
Oh, that's... This dungeon looks way too big to be a 2, unless it's a shapes 2 with, like, segments. So I'm guessing that this is Heart Shuffle.
Yeah, it definitely has that vibe to it. We'll see momentarily. It looks like we do have squishy enemies too, so that sword is going to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, I did notice everything seems to be going down right away. I think this is full-on 0 HP.
Just to kind of see where a map would help to tell us kind of what we're looking at. We have a heart on the floor, so we have.
Okay, this is level 2. Yeah, that I just saw that mini map. That is First Quest 2. So pallets are shuffled.
So that tells us we have a First Quest 1 through 6 at the very least.
Yeah, and that means that we're back to not sure if Heart Shuffle's on. And Ellendar finds another dungeon, and Bogie finds level 9.
Did you see where he entered, though?
I missed that. No.
Maybe someone in chat caught it for us. We're going to work that is 2Q9.
Yeah, 2Q9. So that means that our missing dungeon is going to be level 8.
With the fun Spiral of Pain. Nice ice blue palette here.
Another heart on the floor.
Now, what's your thoughts on 2Q7, 2Q8?
They seem pretty nasty, but I haven't really done much 2Q, much in the way of flags that would have 2Q in them. So I've only, even in Rando, done those a few times.
I'm kind of smelling a level 1 here on Ellendar's side. It has that shape of the...
Yeah. Oh, nope. It's level 3.
Okay. Well, yeah, I kind of saw the shape of the eagle, yeah.
Yeah. They do have similar shapes if you're coming in from the top. Oh, and we just missed the... we just got to check on the ladder item. I missed what it was. Oh, our tracker's got it. It was just a heart container.
And the white sword armor was the white sword, so kind of vanilla there. So and do we have a push block? We do. We have our item here in level 3. Let's see what it is.
Whoa, silver arrows!
Yes, sir. That is a very nice find for Ellendar this early into a seed. It tells him that red ring is potentially somewhere out there, also outside of 9.
Yeah, well, we already know, someone in chat is asking why Ellendar was in 3. Well, we already know that that it's not vanilla items because we found that raft in 2, so level 3's item could have been just about anything. It could have been the bow or the ladder or apparently the silver arrows, though you're less likely to expect that.
And Ellendar to find another dungeon up here.
Yeah, it's about the same color as a normal level 1, but we already know palettes are shuffled.
Immediate staircase and immediate flute. That's potentially big. That can send him right to level 8.
That is, yeah, that is a very nice item to find. But I think Ellendar wants a little more information as to what level they're in. And Bogie is into the same level now, but is not going in the direction of that recorder.
And that is a red ring on the floor. That is most likely level 1 unless our shuffled items are on.
Could be level 1.
BogieSmalls is going to find that same nice red ring on the floor, just kind of hanging out there. Ellendar picks up the Triforce even though he doesn't really need it.
Triforce, yeah.
Ellendar is still not checking out that flute. Kind of one of those nuanced flags that people sometimes overlook that the flute's that powerful.
Yes, well, on the other hand, if it is just going to beaten dungeons, you might want to, well, just check in the area you're in. But yeah, I'd probably at least check to see if it goes to unbeaten. And if it goes to beaten, I'd just whistle right back to where I was so that I can continue routing the map in my fashion.
Well, you're gonna pick up his flute also. We'll see if he tests it out for us.
That goes back to that dungeon we found very early, but let's see, is that... That's Unbeaten Dungeons. That was 8 all along.
That is, so we know that he just soft-locked himself. Oops.
So, the level they needed was right on their start screen. Oh, man.
Now the question is, how deep into this level is this Triforce going to be? Is it going to be blocked? Hello, meat block.
And it looks like that. Yeah, I think that's the meat block, and that is... Okay, so, not pirouetting that door open when he first found it really didn't hurt him that much because it's an immediate meat block anyway.
Nice double to Dongo bomb. Nothing doing there. Going down a step. This could be a transport, so this could get us around that meat block, which would be...
Yes, 2Q8 has a lot of staircases in it, so when in doubt, just about any room that could be a staircase probably is.
This one is, and it's brings us somewhere else in the dungeon, so we just keep looking. Now, Ellendar does know that that dungeon's right at the start. It'll be interesting if he takes a little bit to get over there.
Ooh, and Ellendar has found the lone large secret, unless this is a mixed quest, but it looks like if this was full second quest overworld, then that is going to be the only large secret, and it was at the recorder spot right near the coast.
So we have the awful reverse control bubbles.
Ooh, yeah, that is nasty. I haven't played with any of these new versions of bubbles yet. Actually, I may have played with the slow ones by now, but I've never had to deal with the reverse control bubbles yet.
It looks like Ellendar is going into level 8, so he doesn't know it, but this is where he wants to be.
Yep, and he's probably going to pirouette the door.
Here's our Triforce and 8. We're done with this one.
Yep.
Now, it's not over yet, chat. We might need some more stuff. We might need our bow. We do have our silvers already. I think we know where level 9 is.
Yeah. I think one of our runners knows where level 9 is. Yes, Bogie found level 9 over at the push grave, the second quest graveyard push block. Or not, the grave that pushes, that is. But Ellendar is the only one that has the silver arrows, so that's an advantage if Ganon is required. But if we're 14 minutes in, and you're gonna go into 9 and hope that he's not, and see what you can find. Yeah, and if Ganon is not required, Bogie has the advantage getting into 9 first and knowing where 9 is. So, yeah, Bogie is into 9 at about 14 and a quarter. Yep, 14-13. This could be a very fast seed if Ganon is not required.
Just getting housed by those bubbles.
Yeah, this is nasty, but oh, chat is telling us that we hear the roar of Ganon from that dark room with all the red bubbles in it.
Ellendar very, very close to where the Triforce here is in level 8. Just went the opposite direction though. Staircase 9 is just a staircase.
Yep. And I think is that saying, oh, roar from this room as well, so looks like we've pinpointed Ganon's location. But there's Zelda!
Well,
GG!
that was quick. Yeah, now with that, Ellendar is gonna just toss it in, not gonna bother. So yeah, that was a seed that happened.
Yeah.
Kind of one of the interesting parts of Rando percent.
Yeah. Sometimes the race just ends like that.
And we do have Bogie and Charles, so that happened. Yep. Hello again.
Hey there.
So that happened.
Oh my god. I don't know if that could have gone any better.
I didn't even have time to finish my pizza.
I'm sorry. Holy cow. I don't even know what to say. I am completely stunned.
Yeah, that race was just find the level that you needed, which it turned out was right at your start screen, and then get to 9, and you were the one that had found 9. So we were saying that if Ganon was required, Ellendar probably had the advantage from having found the silver arrows in, I believe it was 3. But if Ganon wasn't required, you had the huge advantage getting that Triforce first and having already found level 9.
Yeah, I ended up taking the any roads just to see where they went, and looking at my map, I didn't have a candle yet. The only thing, near level 9 was really the only screen I could check in that lower, that sort of western southern part of the map. So I'm like, you know what, I'm here, I'm just gonna check that in vanilla 6 location. So once I knew that 9 was second quest, then I knew that the level that was on the start screen was one of my 2 levels, just or I had an inkling just because of where I started, all the way on the right hand column. And I honestly didn't even take note whether it was 7 or 8 where I would have started in. But then I started searching for a level because I knew I needed a key. Luckily, I stumbled across. I don't know what level it was. I'm assuming maybe level 1, just by palette color, but who knows? And then
It was level 1, although palettes were shuffled. It just so happened that level 1 was its normal color.
okay. So luckily, I stumbled upon the flute, and I just checked the recorder behavior, and I blew it twice, and it brought me to the same screen. So I'm like, okay, this is Unbeaten Dungeons, and I knew that there was a dungeon there, so I figured that was 8. And then luckily, the Triforce wasn't blocked in any fashion. And then once I got that, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go to 9 directly and see if Ganon's required, if I'm gonna have to go find a bow, see if I could find any sort of silvers or anything. Turns out silvers wouldn't have been there anyways. So I just ended up going up, 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 and then had to go right because I think I only had 1 key, or maybe I didn't have any, and took the staircase and went up again, and that's all she wrote.
Although what you're saying about needing a key for level 8, you actually can open the doors on that screen by going back onto the screen from the correct direction. So in the case of where that key door was, you would have had to walk onto that screen from the screen to the north of it, and that key door would have popped right open. But that key door ended up just going to bait block anyway, so.
Yeah, that's right. And I didn't even think to check to walk through the wall going south. So I don't even know if I needed a key at the end of the day. But that's I knew it was going to be quick. I didn't think it was going to be that quick because a lot of seeds I've done like this end up being you find 9 and you need 1 Triforce, but usually you have to go dig all the items to unblock yourself.
All right, so now you did mention this was a quick one. You're under no obligation to, of course. Do you want to do round 2 now, or do you want to do it at
Yeah, I would do it now.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
make
it. We'll open another room and we will get going in about 5 minutes of game 2.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, thanks, guys.